What's a fan base that scares the hell out of you? Might be dating myself here, but back in the day those Homestuck fans used to scare me quite a bit. Especially the ones that would come up and glomp you at cons without warning. Former Homestuck fans. Was everyone like this, or was it just some bad apples? I must know. Homestuck suffered from the same thing that Naruto did before it, for a lot of its fans. It was their very first big fandom, and they both didn't yet have the social tools for being good fans, and got carried away with it. It's a recurring issue in fandom, but without it, we will be starved of new blood, so it's not all bad. I have a lot of dislike for the Homestuck fandom due to cosplayers. Many of them didn't know how to seal their body paint, so it got all over everyone and everything. I got glomped by some stranger and their paint got all over my cosplay right before the cosplay competition too. One year got so bad the con was told they won't be welcomed back and had to change venues the following year. Undertale fangirls. I used to be in there, and it was terrifying how many entitled kids on there were talking about killing people, and not in the actual game. Yeah, the fan base is terrible. However, the game is amazing. It's a shame that the loud minority is how they are. Yeah, I love the game and the characters and the way it works, but holy crap, there's some pretty toxic people in there. The fan bases of serial killers. Kira, I understand. He just wants to live a quiet life. Reddit super users. What's a Reddit super user? Does it have to do with the Linux SU? PLS, can someone explain? Actually, not kidding. Typo. I'm talking about the people who have a million karma, moderate a bunch of subs, and have personalities that mimic Reddit comment sections. People who legit would lose a piece of themselves if the site was deleted. I use Reddit all the time and have accumulated my share of karma, but some people take websites way too seriously. The ones who are attracted to serial killers and school shooters. Dated a hybristophile like this. She's now a psychiatric nurse. She had issues, but seems to be doing much better. Is her name Harley Quinn by any chance? I'm a huge Hamilton fan, but that fan base is crazy. I've liked musicals my whole life, so when that one blew up, it was like seeing a glimpse at the 90s-early 2000s Broadway fandoms again. Though I bet you Rent and Lemis had even weirder fan bases. The Lemis fandom is actually pretty chill, at least from what I've seen from afar. They just all sit in the corner crying about the Barricade Boys and dunking on Victor Hugo. The Phantom of the Opera fandom though. Some people are still out here standing Eric/the Phantom in 2020. Andrew Lloyd Webber writing Love Never Dies like he actually had some sort of authority to write such a dumbass sequel didn't help. Not sure if it's a fan base, but that weird baby monkey thing on YouTube where a bunch of random people comment harsh things in the comment section of baby monkey videos. It honestly scares me how normal some people can seem, but partake in activities such as these. I must be out of the loop. What on earth? Question mark? On YouTube there's some sort of sick cult of animal cruelty that for some reason focuses on monkeys. Particularly baby monkeys. You probably haven't heard of it because YouTube do a good deal of censoring bad videos that even gain the slightest bit of traction. But some googling of YouTube monkey torture will bring you to news articles. Certain pop fandoms, but not all. Some of them are pretty peaceful. I just feel bad for the idols they admire. It seems like the fans control their lives. Actually, it goes much deeper than that. Some guy in the UK named Ali London actually paid over $100,000 to resemble Jimin, a member of the popular pop group BTS. Just think about that for a moment. A guy actually paid $1/1000,000 to look like another person underscore. Something about that is just deeply psychologically disturbing to me. Too bad he looks nothing like his idol Mayo. Some, not all, of the fandom of My Hero Academia. A lot of normal fans exist, but there are some others. All the controversies over the stupidest things. I really enjoy the series, but damn do I hate the fandom sometimes. Exactly. I just wanna watch anime. That's all. Anyone that makes being a fan so much part of their identity that not liking, let alone disliking, their idol is a personal insult and calls for attack. Whether it's the Beehive attacking Becky, politicians, pop, sports figures, anybody. Beyond's fanbase calling themselves the Beehive is great. They follow their queen and have a hive mentality. Probably read lots of BuzzFeed articles too. Beehive was already called dibs on by us Beebladers. They gotta get their own thing. P. Jake Paul's imagine being trampled to death by a bunch of 11-year-olds screaming, dab on them haters. How did he even get famous though? I don't get it. I stumbled across one of his videos one day and was thinking how the duck did this guy get so rich? People like that confuse me cause all they do is yell and brag about their money and fame. I mean, who wants to listen to that? The online pro wrestling community can be a minefield. Oh Jesus. Hearing how people talk about Miller Rose blows my mind. It really is true that pro wrestling world is like 50 years behind the rest of the world. I've been watching pro wrestling for nearly 30 years and it still baffles me how seriously people take it online. They get very emotional. Tokyo Hotel from back in the day. Till Heidi Klum is married to the brother with the dreadlocks. Wait, what? Any IRL shipping fandom has rabies. If you tell me you write fanfic about legit real people, in all seriousness I'm preparing the holy water. Very true. I'm a fan of bands like My Chemical Romance and Panic at the Disco, and the amount of shipping I see is just so weird, and in some places on the internet it's almost normalized, which is really creepy. To be fair, Brendan Urie leaned into it pretty hard back in the day. His Eki Anim stage gay shenanigans with Ryan were legendary, and they were definitely part of the appeal. Pop stands take the crazy fan thing to a whole other level. Yes, I'm Korean and have had people try to befriend me / date me / speak terrible Korean to me / get angry at me when they learn I don't know some K-pop group because I'm betraying my heritage. Very not fun. Your heritage, lol. Yes, the great history of K-pop. Those girls who are into school shooters, that's terrifying. They need serious therapy. Tumblr is a scary place. Any of y'all remember last year when that girl disappeared from her home in Florida, flew to Colorado, bought a gun, and was then manhunted because she was believed to have been planning a Columbine anniversary shooting or something? I just watched a short documentary about her and one of her friends last night. Hearing her friend explain everything was weird, but kind of enlightening too. I still definitely don't agree with them, of course. It was just an interesting perspective to hear. A lot of fans in the YouTube beauty community scare me with how fast they will cancel someone, or even try to ruin their lives over the smallest thing with no evidence. Cancel as in false copyright strikes. I accuse you. I have some anecdotes and screenshots of things you said without much context. My friends back me up completely and even have a few negative things to say about you. Before you are even capable of defending yourself, the fans of me and my friends begin brigading your media and social media, where your fans either turn on you or defend you. Both sides start to become more and more volatile. Arguments become threats. Messages become visits to your private residence. Certain inherent traits may strengthen my arguments and weaken yours. As various ists and isms get thrown around, you finally come forth with very strong, backed up evidence that clears you of any wrongdoing, and may implicate me in wrongdoing. My hardcore supporters will never believe this. Most will likely just quietly leave you alone. Things may go back to normal for you, but the damage is done. You've had some of the most vitriolic things thrown at you, and it is up to you to put the pieces back together. You've just been cancelled. Creepypasta. 12-year-old girls thinking about killers as if they're you woo so cute. They are just misunderstood. They are not monsters. Bothers me as a horror writer. Kid, you're missing the whole ducking point here. They are meant to be monsters. If you ran up to a Slenderman and gave him a hug, he wouldn't become a big softy and say, oh, nobody ever understood me. He'd stab you to death. It'd be pretty disappointing to get stabbed to death by Slenderman. Imagine being stalked by another worldly horror that stretches your mind to the point of paranoid insanity only to shank you like some common crackhead. The delivery is great, but I would expect more from the payoff. Only to shank you like some common crackhead. Not even the dignity of being shanked by a greater northern spotted crackhead. It's a fanbase that I'm a part of. I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, but the fanbase is super weird. Most of them are chill but some are batshit crazy. // Meanwhile in the comments section of literally any 80s song holy shit is that aim a third kind JoJo reference. Muda lol emeraldo splash you milf hunter oh my god yeah. I love how this is the first thing I see when I expand the thread lol. Gacha life. Shivers. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.